hit singles like Mask Off and Low Life, Billboard charting albums in DS2, EVOL, and Pluto X Baby Pluto. At one point, Future was not only the hottest rapper in the game, but also the most respected. And while the commercial dominance has not slowed yet, what about the man and the music itself? Why does it seem like after Hendrix, Future can't release anything bad, but can't release anything great either? Where does Future go from here, and is he really the king of mid? Most importantly, how has his newest album, The Real Me, been received by fans? Well, we'll answer those questions in a second, but first, you have to understand the dominance that was 2010's trap in Atlanta, pioneered by Future himself. With the help of producers like Metro Boomin, Zaytoven, Lex Luger, and Mike Will Made It. Combined with the rise of Drake and The Weeknd, two of the largest commercial artists in the world, who have both openly utilized the dark trap sound in many of their records, it seems like things would never slow down for the ATL trap scene or Future, right? Well, you'd be surprised, because after the release of his studio album Hendrix in 2017, it seems like things are only getting worse for the rapper. Real quick guys, if you're enjoying this video, please drop a sub. It really means a lot. Seriously. Anyways, you see, when Hendrix dropped, the reception was mixed. Many fans hated the commercialization of his music, with features such as The Weeknd or Rihanna popifying his sound. The real elephant in the room though, it didn't have any hits. Unlike the classic albums before him like EVOL and DS2, both of which had Billboard charting billion-plus stream hits, Hendrix did not have that kind of pull and would mark the beginning of the end of the Atlanta rapper. You see, what made DS2 so great was clearly not its album cover or beats. Don't get me wrong, there are some great records and beats on there like Stick Talk, Rich Sex, and Fuck Up Some Commas, but what made Future really stand out here was his drug-induced hit-making flow. In his excess and life of degeneracy came great music, and to this day, fans know it. Then on EVOL, he stood out for another reason. In addition to getting a major record with The Weeknd on Low Life, fans praised Future for the first time in his rap career opening up and expressing a more vulnerable side. For instance, on the record Low Life, Future, under his familiar lean-induced flow, writes, "Lil Mexico with no life to afterlife. My whole life, whole life." Lil Mexico, for those who are unaware, is a town in Atlanta where Future was raised, showing his rags to riches story, but also his spiritual ascension. Future rarely talks about how low he was before fame and fortune, but on this record, he really opens up. But let's be honest, Future's music never really stood out because of its lyricism, but instead his masterful flow and beat selection. So what's really missing from his recent projects like I Never Liked You, Mixtape Pluto, and most recently The Real Me, all of which have faced heavy critical reception from fans, I would argue is innovation. You see, back in his early discography, Future was ahead of the game, rhyming over synth trap beats and harrowing 808s, but now that same style that he pioneered has become mainstream. To this end, Future is a prisoner of his own success. There's something else that is staring us right in the face. Future, well, he's just sort of a mid-rapper, specifically lyricist. There, I said it. Throughout all of his projects, does he have quotables? For sure. Fuck Up Some Commas. If she catch me cheating, I won't ever tell her sorry. And Percocet, Molly Percocet, all stand out. But what doesn't stand out is Future, because in all the time we have ever heard from the rapper, we know suspiciously little about his real life. We don't know about his love life other than his toxic persona. We don't know about his children. We don't know about his struggles. None of it. All of the traits that make a great lyricist are absent from Future. Compare that to the lyricism of Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly or J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Future falls apart really quickly, not in sheer rapping ability or beat selection, but instead lyricism. That brings us to his most recent project, The Real Me. I listened to this album 3 times now, and here are my thoughts. Trust me guys, it's not what you think. Just kidding, it's exactly what you think, because once again, the production is glistening. Beautiful even. ATL Jacob, Alan Ritter, Wheezy, Pharrell Williams, and the final beat of the album by Will a Fool all combined to give a pretty great listening experience. but the through line, his writing, and now even his flow are lazier than it's ever been. On Cast a Spell, Future writes masterful lyrics like, "I got chips on me, girl, get your things together. On Off the Hinge, "This bitch got hotter than a bonfire, and worse yet, put her on her knees, she knew I was a ski big stretcher." All in a strange, crooning style of delivery that almost pierces your ears. Trust me guys, I could go on forever because it really doesn't get much better. In the beginning of the video I asked what is next for Future, and honestly I'm not really sure. His fans have also reinforced his king of mid status because they simply won't let him grow. Future experiments on Hendrix, he's washed. Future gives some corny bars and lazy flow on We Don't Trust You, particularly on tracks like That, Future's praised. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. Will he ever escape this curse? Get out of his own way? Well, I'm not really sure, but what I am sure of is that Sneeko is getting absolutely cooked by the mainstream internet and media right now from everyone, including Aiden Ross, Alex Eubank, and the Tate brothers. Click this video if you want to save my channel from the mediocrity that Future is currently suffering from.